Welcome everyone to the Career Talk. Just put a one if you guys can hear me clearly. Put in the chat which city you guys have joined from. We are on Zoom. We are streaming as well on the social media platforms, majorly LinkedIn, Twitter, as well as YouTube. Just give a one if you guys can hear me clearly and the audio and the mic are amazing. So thank you everyone. I can see a lot of familiar faces. Thank you Fatiha, Abdul Mobeen, Ashwarya, Subhash, and everyone joining from LinkedIn Live. In LinkedIn, we have Mohammed. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Ahmed, Vidhi, and every one of you to as well join. So this is our 133rd community meetup. If all of you knew, yesterday also we had a community meetup, and this career talk that we do is a specific section that we focus only on the career aspects that are there. So all of you know that AI is a confusing field right now. A lot of people are talking about AI. Everyone is curious about AI. Not anyone I speak to in UAE, when I meet anyone physically or online, are not interested to learn about AI. But the confusion and the issue comes, what are the things that we need to do? Should we do coding? Should we not do coding? Should we learn X tool versus Y tool? That is something that I am trying to position in today's career talk. Before I go today's agenda, few ground rules for people who are joining us for the first time. Just put a one if you guys have uh, this is your first session that you have attended and you have not attended any of our sessions. So on LinkedIn, I can see a lot of new people who have not attended our session. So just 2 minutes, I want to tell you the ground rule. For the people who are on Zoom, your mics will be muted. You can keep your comments going on the chat. I'll be constantly, me and the team will be looking at it. And if you have any questions, you need to put it on Slido. So this is an initiative that has been really well accepted within the community and people are appreciating it. People want to ask questions and I try to answer. And this not only helps you, but it helps the others who have the similar type of questions. If you don't have anything specific, you can also go and upvote the questions that are there. So this helps me prioritize the questions to ask. Many of the people who I receive the direct messages, they ask similar type of questions like how to position yourself in this market, what are the future of jobs. So my message to everyone is you need to plan step by step how to take these things forward. So I'm sharing
Initiative
the
that
link
has been
as well on
really
LinkedIn. This is the Slido link that is there as well on YouTube and Twitter. So please use this to put your questions and I will answer. If I'm not able to answer in today's call, I do a weekly Q&A YouTube recording of the sessions of the Q&As that I was not able to answer, and I summarize the Q&A every Tuesday. So you will be getting your answers in that call, in that particular recording that is there. So coming to the agenda for today, as you see the topic, from AI curious to AI builder. So this is an initiative that we have been just launched 2 days back, and we want to talk more about this initiative. So let me just share it on Twitter as well, and then we will go to the session. So thank you, Ahmed, thank you, Sajwani, for all your comments and enthusiasm. So just put one if all of you are excited for today's session, and you're okay with the ground rules. Amazing. Thanks a lot for confirming. Cool. Let me share my screen. And one before I share my screen, one more message to everyone. Everyone who is looking to us on social media, uh, if you can get into our WhatsApp community and join the Zoom link or go to our community portal and join our Zoom link. In the end, I will be sharing a gift worth $100 with everyone in this call. So if you stay back till for the complete 1 hour, we have one celebration of one of the certifications as well. And after that, we will be sharing you the gift. So you need to stay back till the end. So people who are there on LinkedIn, please try to join the community event. So let me also share you guys the event. So many of you have joined from social media, but if you really want the gift, I'll only be sharing it on the platform of Zoom. But by the end of the session, I want all of you to stay back till the end of the session, get your questions answered, and go through this journey along with the community. And in the end, I will be giving you a $100 worth of gift, which will be very valuable for you and anyone who is in this path towards learning about this technology. So I've shared this link. Everyone, please try to join the Zoom and try to get this particular. So let me open the mind map. So I have I was just talking yesterday to my teammates. I have been making a lot of slides. Every week I make around 2 or 3 slides. I make a lot of content. And I also myself get a lot of confused with so much that is happening. So many new technologies that are coming. Yesterday I told about MCP skills as well, one new technology that has come. So what I have tried to do, just put a one if you guys can see the mind map, even on the uh, LinkedIn. Is it proper? Yesterday, a lot of people were complaining about the size. Now I have made it a little bit bigger. So what I have decided with the team is I'm going to now use more of mind maps because and this will also help me as well to structure all the content that I have because we have around, as I was mentioning yesterday, 400 plus hours of recording and more than 40 plus courses and so many materials. But what is important, people get confused and overwhelmed. So I am going to be using a lot of mind maps in our sessions and less of PowerPoints. PowerPoints will be there if required, if there's a new topic, but mostly I'll be using mind. Just put a one if all of you can see the mind map clearly on LinkedIn, Zoom, and even the other platforms. So cool. So now this I have talked about these 7 steps that you all need to do if you want to become from an AI curious to an AI builder. So I will not, I will, the recording of this is there in our AI Guild platform, but I'll just summarize you this in 1 minute. Today is more about the career, to how you can learn all these things and upskill yourself. Today we're going to focus about it. For this, what I suggest people is you need to have a mindset of building a particular project that you can put in your portfolio. So you come with a problem and this is actually, and you try to solve it. So yesterday we discussed about all these things. I will not. Anyone remembers the full form of CPE? CPE system? Anyone wants to put in the chat? So cool. Thank you for confirming. This is what we discussed. Thank you, Ahmed, for confirming. I think yesterday you were attentive. Compass, prototype, and evidence. This is the three tier system that we are advocating to everyone that you need to understand. What problem you're getting to solve comes in the, you have to be very clear, and that comes under the compass. Prototype is something that you need to build quickly using the help of AI tools or using the help of any of your domain knowledge and building these particular applications quickly. No need to wait for a long time to at least have your quick prototype ready. In the system thinking, that terminology is called MWS. Can anyone tell the full form of MWS? Oh, thank you, Ahmed, for confirming. Minimum working system. So this MVP is a new terminology, but the actual system thinking terminology is MWS, minimum working system, and then evidence. How you are making it better, how you are making it more structured, and more evaluations are happening. Means any type of questions that you are asking, you are able to answer it properly. So that is the evidence part. So this is the CP system that we discussed, and how to get that CP system. We talked about this 14-day vision. What are the steps that you need to do? What are some of the checkpoints that are there? So these are the missions that we told. These are the for 14 days. These are the things where you need to distribute your time. Then we discussed yesterday about the different checkpoints that you need to understand and do, which is also the part of the challenge that we have launched in our AI Guild community. I will show you this in details. And now to get to all this level, right? You cannot just start doing all these things without having a particular knowledge, and we will come about that. Before we go to the knowledge part, we need to understand what outputs you want to start working on, right? People who have attended this call, at least for the project that you build, you need to have at least these 6 things that you can take out of your project: a working demo, an evaluation test, one page write-up, public proof, video demo, as well as Uh, Working demo is the working link that is there. Video demo is explaining how you have done this and adding this in your GitHub portfolio. Now today I'm going to focus on this part, rather the learning part that we have in the AI Guild. What are the things that we need to now focus on learning? And this is the main message that we are going to focus on today is the learning part. Because if you don't know the correct knowledge of these concepts, then there is no point of doing all these things to convert yourself from being just a curious person who looks at reels and just is following these news and technologies but not actually doing anything. So you need to move and have a shift towards that. The shift is not easy. A lot of people yesterday's session also, they were just talking about how we can monetize this, how we can quickly get a job, how can we quickly make money from this. So this is not a short term thing. This is not a clickbait work. This is a long term work that you need to do, and you need to plan your whole structure that you're going to do. So five things that I tell people that you need to really spend time and learn about before you even start getting into building things. You don't need to spend a lot of time, but at least understand the basic concept. So Python is something that this is a very debatable topic. A lot of leaders, they don't want to learn Python. A lot of non-technical people are still scared of Python, which I have tried to demystify this, and I have spent a lot of time in making Python as simple as possible for every one of you in this room or who have been listening to our cohorts and programs. They are able to do it in a very easy manner. The- My one promise to all of you is if you stick to in this call, by the end, we'll be giving you access to one of our flagship short Python Essential Fast Track course that I have just launched 2, 3 days back, and a lot of community members are really enjoying it. This is very simple for everyone to get started. Even people who have done Python or any other programming language few years back, this will really help you to get that barrier done, and you will be comfortable in coding. And why Python is important? Because this is a language between you and the computer. So for that, you have some core Python foundations that you need to understand. These are some things that are very, very important. And this is what we discuss in the first uh, course that I'm giving you guys complimentary access in the LMS if you stay back till the end of the session that is there. So this is the first thing that we will be doing. The next thing that what we are going to do is we are going to talk about data handling must have. So what is data handling's must have? These are things that people who have specific data, they have specific these are packages like pandas, numpy, and different things that are there. We are going to have uh, to go through these things, which is very, very important when you are combining AI and data, because evaluations and all these things, they require a lot of work along with understanding how you can process these data steps that are there and take it further. Then we have some simple data validations, the sanity check. So this is something that the second level of Python that you need to focus and have. So this one is different, and you are going to use the core Python foundations as well, and in the data handling must have, but this is very specific to pandas and numpys. Just put one if you have if you know about pandas and numpys in the chat, so I can move quickly. If you don't know about it, then I can spend 1 or 2 minutes to talk about this. Just put one in the chat if you know about it, zero in the chat if you don't know about it, and you're hearing it for the first time. So cool. So a lot of people have not heard about it. So this is something that when you are working very closely with data, especially this is a package, Python package built over basic Python that helps you in doing data analysis, and they create a data frame. NumPy is more about numerical analysis like arrays, because end of the day, it is they have to do multiple mathematical calculations using arrays, and you need to have an understanding how you will arrange the arrays, how will you transform these arrays, and how will you take all the step back one by one. So that is the NumPy arrays that is there. And the Panda is for all the any data cleaning, anything that you want to do, any understanding, you do that. And that is very, very important for the Python data foundation. Now, Python for AI systems, right? This is something very important when you're making a project. You have to start thinking about how you can write some reusable scripts that your team can use, how you can structure code for the pipelines, how you can log outputs and error. So this is more about industry wide Python. Like, you need to learn about how to use Python in your notebook, and then you need to understand how you can use Python for your systems when you're working in a team of few people, how you collaborate your code, how you log errors, how you do version control and all those things, and also environment management like virtual environment and making a proper project of type of portfolio, how to deploy. So I think here also we'll have one more thing that comes into the picture: deploy in cloud as well. This is something that will come here. So what is the outcomes of Python now? The what is the outcome of learning about Python? You should be comfortable in writing these small Python programs very comfortably. That is the first thing that you need to do in your projects. Ability to glue AI components. This is a very, very important thing when I say ability to glue. Lot of AI components are being built around. You can get it from AI, you can get it from cloud, you can get it from other platforms that are there, but you need to understand how you can glue it together, how you can edit it together, and you can put it in a proper manner that is there. So I'm getting a lot of chats where to learn these things. So where to learn these things, you can learn it in any platform. I will come to that later. Right now I'm focusing on something that we have in our AI guild. We have everything of this put together for you to learn, but it is up to you. You can learn anywhere else, but the problem with learning anywhere else is you will get lost because there is so much content and there is so much misinformation out there. So I will come to about where to learn it, but right now just take the concepts that are there, make a note of this, take a picture of this, and then you can search these topics that are there, and we have put it together for all of you. If you want help from us, I will tell you the details later that is there. After this, how many of you here just put P in the chat if you have heard about prompt engineering? Just put P in the chat if you guys have heard about prompt engineering. This is a very interesting topic and lot of buzz is happening around this word, especially after generative AI. So a lot of people are uh, have heard about this. Fatih, Jyoti, Ahmed on LinkedIn, Varun, and everyone. So prompt engineering is not asking Chat GPT to create a joke, to write a joke, or to create a LinkedIn post. It is much more than that, right? So in prompt engineering, there are three concepts that you need to start working with. Prompt engineering is something that is used heavily in when you are writing, when you are doing any coding that is connecting to the LLM, to the large language model, and you are trying to get things done. So the first thing that we have is the how to create prompt templates. The better the prompt templates, the better the program is. So when we are doing any of the workshops for businesses and for clients, I have seen if you write a very good prompt template, if you are writing a very good structured prompt template with variables, with information, with scenarios, your project efficiency increases by more than 40 to 50% just by doing this particular thing that is there. Then we have experimentation. In experimentation, there are multiple things that you need to do. You need to test from for these prompt variations that are there. And you have to check, do all these things. And when you're doing evaluations, right? Suppose you have version 0 of your prompt template, then you make some changes, you make some improvements, then you have version 1. So you test the difference between version 0, version 1, do some experimentation and see for the most common asked questions, are there any mistakes that are happening? Are there anything specific that we need to add or do? This is very, very important, and this comes with practice. And one more thing that I tell people, whoever in this call have domain experience, you can become a much better prompt engineer than anyone else because you are having the art of writing what you actually want for computer. Because if you keep a very general prompt, you get a very general output. But if you write a very specific thing, you get a very specific output that is there. And then understanding these, what are some of the core concepts in prompt engineering. There are some frameworks that we discuss in our platform. There are 4 T's of prompt engineering and all those concepts. You can go and look at the recording, and I will show you in some time where everything is there. So someone is asking me again, just give me a few minutes. Lot of people are asking about the recording. So this is a career talk. You are listening to us on various platforms. The recording will be uploaded in our AI Guild community and in YouTube maybe after a few months. But if you want early access to this recording, you need to be part of the AI Guild, which I will talk about in couple of minutes. So now we have selected prompt engineering and we have selected Python. Prompt engineering is this is very simple things that are there, but you need to build up. These are all very, what I'm telling you right now in this learning is level 101. There are advanced topics that are there in these as well, in both these topics, which are it will happen once you reach level 101. It is 80% of the work is you are able to do most of the work, and then according to your use case you can start working on advanced topics that are there, which we will discuss later. So now we have LLM foundations. So in LLM foundations, we need to focus on these things. Can anyone tell me what is the full form of an LLM? What is the full form of an LLM, please? Anyone in the put in the chat? What is the full form of LLM? Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Ahmed, for confirming. Large language model. Yes. Thank you, Ahmed, for confirming. Everyone, this is a yeah, so can anyone name me few of LLMs that you have heard about? Can any one of you name few of the LLMs that you have heard about? Amazing. So ChatGPT is not an LLM. This is so not so, Ahmed. ChatGPT is not an LLM. ChatGPT is an AI tool. The LLM model is the engine that drives ChatGPT. So yes, thank you, Kirtina, to tell. Gemini is the one, GPT 5.2. You have to be specific. GPT, there are so many versions. You have to tell GPT 5.2, GPT 5.1, GPT 5. Turbo. But Chat GPT is not an LLM. This is a common confusion that I have with many of the new newbies that are there. They tell Chat GPT is an LLM. LLM is powering ChatGPT. Right now, the ChatGPT that we are using is a very advanced multi-AI agent system that is there. Right now, the one that we are using. It is LLM is at the core and they have so many functions that all of you know how ChatGPT has evolved in the last two, almost 3 years, right? ChatGPT has almost been for 3 years right now, if I am not mistaken. Correct. So now coming to what an LLM is. So people should understand the different concepts of an LLM. There are 4 main categories of what is an LLM that is there. So someone of asking is where can I get all these materials, right? So okay, just let me quickly take a 5 minutes Q&A break. Let me take a 5 minutes Q&A break and then I will continue about these two topics that are there. So request every one of you to go to the Slido and put in your questions. And let me just look at this. And so now people, do you guys have the Slido link? Let me put the Slido link again on the chat. So I had put it some time back. So this is the Slido link. So let me open Slido and ask, let me just open Slido and see what are the questions that are there from the community. So a lot of questions are there. Yesterday, I tried to answer many of the questions. So someone is asking, what is AI Guild? Can you walk me through this? So how many of you know what is an AI Guild? So Ahmad is asking this question: what is AI Guild, and can you walk you through it? So, how many of you know what is an AI guild? Just for 1 minute, I will just answer this quickly. For people who, this is something that we have created uh, uh, in the last 1.5 years to put every content that we do, all the recordings that we do in one place. So let me quickly share you this. When I'm talking about AI guild, some of you are, if you go to this website, I will give you a better website that is there for you guys, a roadmap. So this is something that I just created. I created 1 week back to put everything together. What are the things that we need to learn, and you will be getting a very. So this is the roadmap navigator that we have. Okay, so let me put this on the chat. I'll put it on LinkedIn as well. So I will just first explain you this. Just open everyone, open of if you're in the computer, you can open this link. You can bookmark this link. This is like a career path for non-technical people as well as technical people that is there. So you can go through this in details, and I will walk you through this quickly how to use this roadmap. And I keep updating this every month. I keep adding whatever content that we have every first week of the month. We update this website. So this is something, it's like a dynamic page that we keep updating that is there. So people who are in this call, this is the thing, like you want to start like two career paths are there, technical and business. So first, you if you are a business guy, and if you don't have much in tech, if you are not so much into tech, but start with this business role wherein you understand how to use AI, AI at work, AI for busy people, prompt engineering mastery. So what we have done is we have also created a link here for you guys to open this and see what are the things that are there. So these are the things that are there for the business guys, but most of you are technical here. So for technical, this is a Python essential fast track. This is the level 2 for machine learning and everything. Level 3 is large language models. So if you can see this one, large language models and prompt engineering. So today I just discussed a little bit about prompt engineering with all of you 5 minutes back. But if you really want to get deep into prompt engineering, you click this. So there are around 10 videos that talk about different things in prompt engineering, like what are the guidelines, or how to summarize, how to do iterations, how to do inferring, how to do transformation, how to expand, how to build a order bot. So there are all these videos that we have done only for one specific topic that is there. Similarly, if you want to go for the large language model that we just discussed at 5 minutes back, you click access now, you will get more than, there are 13 videos for large language models. There are the different components of the large language model. What are the different prompt techniques that are there? So we have discussed about different prompt techniques that we have. Then we have some workshops here. So this particular thing will give you access to lot of information that you want to take further. So you bookmark this page. This gives you a very good idea. All the challenges that we do, you'll get an idea here. And I will talk about one more challenge that we are doing. The fourth level is the advanced level, where we have LangChain, LangGraph, AI agent mastery, and the cybersecurity and AI. So this is the last level that is there. MCP and all we will add here in the coming few months that are there. Amazing. So let me just go to Slido again. If there are any other questions that I have to answer. Someone is asking what is the future of the careers that is there. So future of careers right now, I feel that there is going to be a shift in the type of roles that are there. You will see a lot of automations that are there in the low level type of jobs, but people who have a good domain knowledge and people who are able to use their domain knowledge and the help of AI technologies will really benefit, take it further. This is something that are there. Don't worry, the jobs are going to change. I will not say that many jobs are going to go away, but the type of jobs are going to change, and you will see this happening in the coming. Already started happening, but you will see it happening more in 2026. The type of jobs are going to change. The expectation of an employee to an for of an employer to an employee is going to change. The employer will want the employee to understand different AI tools and fix problems properly. in a faster and more efficient manner that is there. So it's not that you will everything can't be automated, everything can't be fully autonomous. You need to have a human in the loop, but a human who understands this AI system is something that is very, very, very important. So now we to have to go, as I showed you in the courses, what is an LLM. You have to understand the core concepts of an LLM. There are some parameters of an LLM. How many of you know what is a temperature? Just put T in the chat if you know what is a temperature. This is one of the most used configuration in a LLM that is there. Just put T in the chat if you know what is a temperature. Amazing. So a lot of people are saying it is the control of randomness. Yes. Thank you for confirming, Ahmed. So temperature is something that all of you need to learn. And it's not only temperature, there are few other configurations that are there which you have to understand, and this is very, very important. Now, some of you will say that is these skills required for most of the jobs? If you are focusing on any AI related, data related jobs, tech related jobs, the minimum expectation of your employees is right now, if you're hiring, they will ask you, do you know about LLMs? Even though they know that this is not being taught to you in colleges or schools, but this is something that employers, especially nowadays, when they are interviewing or asking you, they want you to know all these skills because they cannot expect their current employees to learn these skills. But the new people that come in your company, they expect you to know all these things. So you need, and it is a good thing for you also to learn all these things if you are interested in building your career in this space. And it is, some of you is asking, are these mandatory? So nothing is mandatory in life. uh, but if you are there in today's call, the purpose of today's call is to give you a roadmap. If you want to build your career in AI, this is the minimum things that are required. Mandatory, you don't need to get into the depth of the mathematical equations of how an LLM works. Like you don't want to get into the details of a transformer and activation function and all those things as of now. As I told you, this is level 101. So if you really want to get into this field, and if you don't know what is an LLM, you don't know what is a temperature, then there is no point of going deeper into this, right? And if you are a business user of these things as well, it is good to know, because when you have an intelligent conversation, like Varun wants to have an intelligent conversations, he wants to sell his GPUs to companies. So he needs to have an understanding that what GPUs are good for my LLMs. Even salespeople need to understand these technologies, even though they feel that they know these things, but when you start asking them few questions, then they are not able to answer. So you need to know these technologies, you need to know these things, how it works, what LLMs are good at, what LLMs are bad at. So LLMs are good at doing a lot of work, right? Language understanding, pattern completion, reasoning. These are, you all know this, but all of you know that LLMs are bad at, yes, thank you for confirming. LLMs are bad for hallucination. So you ask any question, it will not know the answer, but it gives you the correct answer. Can anyone tell me why does it do that? Why does an LLM hallucinate? Can anyone tell me? Yes. So LLM hallucinates because there is a reason. There is a huge reason that LLM hallucinates is because the way that the transformer architecture has been built. There is something called, yesterday we were discussing in reinforcement learning of learning, where there is a reward for every positive action and penalty for every wrong answer. And these LLMs are designed to get rewards. These LLMs are designed to always answer correct. Even though if they don't know the answer, they make up the answer to get the reward. They have been the optimization is more rewards. E- Even at the risk of giving wrong answers. So that is the reason why I tell that the current transformer architecture is not scalable. That is the reason why Jon LeCun and everyone is telling that we have to move away from LLMs if we really want to scale and move towards AGI. And that is the reason why I and all of you know that AGI is nowhere close. Sam Altman, Elon Musk, they told that by 2025 end we will have an AGI. But as of today, this day of this online call on 20th December 2025, we are nowhere even close to AGIs. The GPT 5.2, the more you are asking it, the more dumber it is getting. So don't wait for all these hypes that are happening. AGI will take some time, but before we reach AGI, there is lot of automation and lot of rewriting of how things are going to happen. You will be looking at it. So this is something that LLMs are bad at. They are very bad at the when you talk about context, they get dumb. You can open a context and keep asking them questions regarding one scenario, then you change to the next scenario, then you change to the third scenario. They mix up everything. They are not good in accessing memory across sessions. They are not good at that. They get confused. They get misinformation because some of you are doing brainstorming, some of you are doing asking a specific scenario, then again you ask a specific, and most of you who are using these tools regularly, they are facing this problem that is there. So you need to ground everything properly, you need to use it properly, and there are different ways of doing that which we have discussed in our recordings that you can look at in the AI Guild. Model usage basic, right? The how to use these models. You don't need to start doing the training, as I was mentioning you guys earlier. No need to do the training, but you need to understand how to do API calls. Now, some of you will say that I don't want to pay money to OpenAI. There are a lot of free alternatives that are available as well. You don't need to have a credit card to start using OpenAI LLMs. There are a lot of free options that we have discussed in our community platform that you can look at. Understanding the basic usage. What is an input? What is the model and what is the output? How these things work. Then we have the latency and cost awareness about the cost, right? If you are using, the problem is you need to use OpenAI if you are using RAG type of applications, which I'm going to talk in the later section, because the embedding model they have, the only embedding model that is industry-wise used right now and good is OpenAI's model. So you need to have the OpenAI API key, and $5 is going to work for 3 to 4 months easily because it's very, very cost effective for especially for experimentation. Now coming to the outcomes of this, right? Outcomes of understanding an LLM. What are the basic outcomes? Realistic expectations from LLM. You cannot think that LLM can solve all the problems, but you have a good understanding what are the limitations of LLM, what you can do best with the LLM, better system design decisions. This is something very, very important. System design is the way you build systems. Right now, we have LLMs, we have AI agents, we have multi-AI agents, we have MCP, we have skills, we have so many new things coming. But as a AI engineer, you need to have the system design decisions, minimum working systems that are there, how you can build simple solutions to solve complicated problems and as effective as possible and less AI magic thinking. So a lot of people think that AI is a magic, right? Like you just there are so many videos that I keep seeing N8N, N8 make money using N8N, make and all those shortcuts that are there, automate everything using N8N. Uh, when I open Instagram, I'm like shocked by all the misinformation that these influencers are making. Make $5,000 while sleeping and all those things. So when you know all these things, you will know that this is the less AI magic thinking, and you will start appreciating more about the technical aspects of these things. Now, there are a lot of questions that are coming in on the chat. Please put your questions on the LinkedIn, and then we will be on the LinkedIn comments and the Slido link I have shared on the top. That will be better. If you can see the comment, the team has shared the Slido link of the questions that are there. So let me share it again with all of you. So I did think, give me 1 second. Let me share the Slido link. If you guys have any questions, we will break in 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes for the last Q&A section. And yeah, let me share this on LinkedIn. Yeah, you can ask your questions here, and that will be very helpful for me to structure everything together because I get lost in all these platforms that are there. Amazing. So let me share my screen. Okay, cool. So now the next thing that is there is the after this. Can anyone tell me the full form of RAG? Can anyone tell me the full form of RAG? Can anyone tell me the amazing, amazing. So this is the third thing that is there, retrieval augmented generation. This is something that is very, very important. And I'll tell you most important thing, forget about AI agents, forget about any other thing. If you really want to learn one proper skill, especially in the enterprise, then you focus on RAG. Thank you, Anusha, for writing as well. Retrieval augmented generation. LLM, there is a one limitation of LLM that all of you did not answer, right? There is one LLM of this thing, that truth without grounding. What does this mean? It does not have information. Like suppose for decoding data science, I want you to ask that, I want you to tell that, please tell me what is the in AI residency cohort 9 starting. So AI will not be able to answer, the LLM will not be able to answer because can anyone tell me why will the LLM not be answer this question when AI residency cohort 9 is starting? So yes, thank you Ahmed for confirming, because it does not have the knowledge cutoff. There is a knowledge cutoff of June 2025, so it does not have any information, new added information that is there. Everyone is clear with that? Say one simple example for everyone to relate. If I want to ask the temperature of Dubai as of today in the LLM, will it be able to answer? No, right? Because it does not have knowledge of the current scenario. So RAG is a system that connects your LLM to a data source. That data source can be your company data, it can be live data, it can be temperature data, it can be anything that you have. So LLM does not know your data, and you need to ground it with your data. And this is very powerful because every business, every enterprise, they know LLM is very good. LLM is available free as well as very cheap. But how can they connect it to their data is something that is very, very important that is there. So understanding some of the core concepts of the LLM, these are some of the core concepts of understanding all these particular types of what you need to understand. The document chunking process, embedding process, vector search process. So these are something that we have discussed a lot in our community platform. There are a lot of recordings. What I'm going to also do in 2026, I'm going to create. So right now we have all these things about RAG in our AI in our courses that are there, but we don't have a separate course for RAG. So what I have decided with the team is we want to create something specific for RAG. So right now we have a lot of RAG things that are spread across different things that are there. And what we want to do is we want to put everything in one specific course because it is a good concept to learn separately. Like we have for LangChain, we have for LangGraph. So what we are going to do in 2026 February, by February, we are going to have a separate course for RAG. But right now, if you go and you go to products, you go to courses, digital files, you go to outcome based workshops, and you just do you just open this 100. There are 112 recordings of RAG here of total workshops. In that there are many RAG, if you can see. If I just click RAG, I just need to structure it. I have, as I told you, 16, if you can see my screen, 16 mentions of RAG in this list of workshops that we have done. So we have so many workshops of RAG. It's just that we need to put it together because it is a very, very important concept. So 16 workshops that we have done across RAG, and it is very, very important topic that and for people who want to learn from us, this is in our priority list to put these things into one place so that you can get it access to this there. In our AI residencies, that someone is asking about what is AI residency. So in our AI residency, we uh, have master classes. So it's a right now we are hiring for the ninth cohort as of today. As of this month, we have finished the cohort 7. The cohort 8 is continuing right now. The new cohort 9 is starting fresh. Everyone has a vision. Every new year they have goals and they have ambitions. So I'm getting a lot of demands for this cohort 9, but I do interview. I take people who have the attitude to learn and they have a long-term vision and not shortcuts. So I have an interview and strict interview process for this. I reject a lot of people who just want shortcuts, because here you need to do the hard work. You need to spend time and effort, and there is no food on the plate. So this is something that we do. In this, if you see, we have RAG as a very, very important component. So we have a master class. We have 3 master classes that we focus on RAG. 1, 2, and 3. So masterclass 8, 9, and 10. This is there. For the AI Guild, I'm planning to put a separate course, but it's going to be just a recording. But if you really want to learn live in the cohort with coding and with every step, all the concepts that we discussed, this is something that we are planning to do. And now coming to the RAG design decisions. This is very, very important. Understanding when to use RAG, when not to use RAG. Then uh, some of the issues of failure, because right now what is happening that people are very misusing RAG without learning about RAG. So it is failing a lot. And a lot of businesses, they come to me and say, Mohammed, when I ask one question, my one customer asks one question, he gets a different answer. When one customer asks, he gets a completely different answer. So that is how you are positioning your data sets. So this is a big, big problem in the RAG failure option that is there, that you need to focus on. And the wrong source grounding, this is a big problem. So I'll tell you, when I do consulting, when I work on projects, people tell me, Mohammed, I want to use multi AI agents. I want to use all these advanced concepts. And when I look at their data, and I'll just give you one live example that happened 6 months back. So there was a company that very simple application. They had an HR chatbot who was giving wrong information about insurance policy, and they told Mohammed, can you please use MCP and all these technologies and fix it? I told, don't worry about the technology. You show me what the problem, you show me what is the data that is even used. We just saw that they have not done a proper rack design. So I fixed that design, and then things started working amazingly. So this is something that is very, very important. Outcome of this is all these concepts that are there, AI system that reference real data and everything that is there. Yesterday, if you guys remember in our master class, we discussed very in details about AI agents. So I will not answer about AI agents right now, but AI agents is something you need to do after you complete these 4 things. If your RAG is not able to solve your problem, then you go to AI agents. It is just RAG with more additional capabilities and tools. Now, what we are going to do is I am going to give you guys a question and answer break. And till then, what we are going to do is we have one of our graduates of one of our programs. I will request her to share her experience. But after that, I will be taking all your Q&As that are there. So please go to Slido. I am receiving a lot of questions on the comments, on the chat, and everywhere. Please put your questions on Slido and I will try to answer everything. If not, I will do a recording, and when every Tuesday we release this, you can go and have a look at that and take it further. So let me uh, invite our first, let me just, yeah. So Ahmed is asking me about the recording. As I told you, don't worry about the recording. Recording will be updated in our AI guild by tomorrow, and on YouTube maybe in a week or so. But not that I cannot confirm about that. But if you really want immediate, then you need to get this AI guild. And one more thing, let me just share my screen. So we are going to extend this call for 20 more minutes. So please stay for 20 more minutes. I want to also talk about the challenge, and then I want to give you all the gift that I promised all of you to do the gift as well. So is Anusha there? Can I see her? Let me pin her. So how are you, Anusha? Can you hear me? I've unmuted you.
Hello, yeah, I can hear you. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. So first of all, congratulations, Anusha, and thank you for joining in your busy schedule. Let me share your. So this is this program. I will first allow Anusha to share her experience, and then I will tell you guys about this program. So congratulations, Anusha, on completing this course. And I want to hear first quickly talk about yourself and your experience in the certification and a message that you want to share to the community.
Yeah, thank you. So, hi everyone. I'm Anusha Asan. I'm an undergraduate computer science student, and I've always been passionate about machine learning and AI, which is which is a lot because of this community. Ever since I joined decoding data science, I've been learning these new technologies, and I've been staying motivated. And this Chief AI Officer course, it was one of these things. What I really loved about this course was that we always get a lot of technical information about AI and ML, which is so important. But this course, it really teaches you everything from like an organizational perspective, like how the governance, the ethics of it all, and how management is supposed to use AI. I didn't know that there was this role called Chief AI Officer, and the course really proves how much it's needed and how big organizations are having this role and how it's working in collaboration with other teams. I really enjoyed learning about that. And another thing that was really good about this course was that it was assessment based. So after every module, you would have a quiz and you could actually test your learning and you could see how much you learned. So this was somewhere where sometimes I would get 80% and then I would get 90%. So I would know, okay, have to review this section again. I have to learn this again. So I really appreciated that. And the capstone project was really great as well. It involved coding as well as writing a report, which I really enjoyed. And I guess the message I have for the community is that we really should be just staying connected through these initiatives, and we should always be trying to upskill ourselves. That's something I resolved to do more in 2026. So I'm really excited for it, and I would really like to thank Mr. Muhammad Arshad and the Decoding Data Science community for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks a lot, Anusha. And that was actually vibe coding, not it was for the executives to create quickly a dashboard and do some quick analysis using vibe coding. And this is a trend right now. All the leaders, they just want to do quick data analysis. So they should know a little bit of vibe coding, and that I tried to show in the Capstone project. So thanks a lot, Anusha, for sharing your experience. And this is one of our courses because why we launched these type of courses is because lot of leaders right now. We have lot of leaders who don't want to get too much into technical. First, they want to understand, like as Anusha was saying, what are the different things that you need to focus on? What are the different, what is AI evaluations? What is these guardrails? They don't even know these technologies. They don't know the difference between open source and closed source. So this was the vision that we set across, and that's the reason why we have both AI residency as well as AI executives, that is the CIO program. And mostly this is very uh, used in the community as well. So now I am getting a lot of questions regarding when is the new cohort starting for CIO. So CIO right now is, as I told you, is not a cohort based system. It is a self-paced recording, because these people are focusing more on the self-paced recordings that are there, and then doing the capstone project. And we have weekly like catch-ups, like where they come and they share their experience and their knowledge. So for AI residency we have a cohort system. So but every AI resident who joins, they also get access to the CIO program as well. So after they finish their program, they will be able to do that as well. So that's it. So now coming to the questions that are there. Also, someone is asking about someone switches from a non-tech to tech role, about the salary that is there. So see the salary part, like he's asking this question, from non-tech to tech, do they have to start at entry level, and because they don't have any tech experience? So what I said, Prabhu, is you have your domain knowledge. You need to so I cannot give a very generic advice to everyone here. You have to make your own roadmap. You are good at something, then you add something more, and then you upskill yourself and get a better job than possible that is there, right? So please focus on what you are good at. Suppose someone yesterday told they are good at sales, then use your domain. Don't think completely to join for fresh. You can do that. It is not a it's a long-term game. Don't just think of immediate jump in salary, but using those skills not only for your full-time job, but to build your side hustle. So think about that. This is not a quick fix solution that you just think about your next salary or your next money that you get. So that's the reason why I told you, everyone, please think about the long-term vision that is there. Now, coming, as I promised to all of you who stayed back till now, if there are no more questions, I'm going to give every one of you a gift, a New Year's gift, as I promised all of you here. And so this is the, let me quickly share my screen to all of you guys here. And first of all, yeah. So yesterday also I gave the gift to everyone who joined our community meetup. So this is the same gift that I'm going to give everyone. How many of you have access to this? Just put why in the chat that you already have access to this. And if you have access to this, please complete this in one sitting. Don't wait for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to complete this. What I request people, and my message why I created this new course as well is, we have around a lot of courses in Python. They are big courses. There are 60 modules. People don't complete it. They join the course and they don't complete it. So for people who have already got access to this thing, just put Y in the chat. How many of you have access to this course? My so Fatiha has it. So okay. So for people who don't have access to this, I'm going to give you a code. That is, I'm going to put it on the chat. This link is there. People who are there on LinkedIn, I requested you to come on the Zoom chat to get this particular link. But go to this website. I will share this website to all of you. Yeah. Cool. So the challenge is challenge is not there. The challenge, I have kept it very simple in this. Whatever work that you have done, Fatiha, in your collab notebook, you just need to write it down in the capstone, in the sixth exercise. Like suppose here. So this one, file handling. So file handling, you did your whole exercise. Whatever code you have written, you just need to extract that code and you need to upload that here. I don't want to keep any roadblocks for anyone. I want everyone who just to have a good understanding of the six foundations of basic Python: data type, data structure, control flow function, and file handling. Because end of the day, you don't need to only extract the file, you also need to upload the file, because that is what Python and AI is all about. You need to have your specific data into start working with it. So file handling, data handling is very, very, very important. That is there. So let me. I have everyone has this this link open. Some of the people are asking me to share this link on LinkedIn as well. So I will share you this on LinkedIn. People who are there on LinkedIn, I request you to please DM me. You can DM me. I have, if you are even not connected to me, I have opened my message box. You don't need to pay money to message me. There is a free message that you can send it to me. Just send me a message that why do you want access to this, and you have joined our whole session live. And the team or myself, I am going to reach out to everyone who messaged me. Just give us couple of days to do that. For the people who are there on, uh, yeah. So now let me share this. So I am putting this in the link for people who don't have access. So let me share my screen again. So yeah, go to the course again, everyone. Go to the course that I shared with you. Yeah, this is the link I shared with you in the group as well. Just click get started and put that I'm put sharing on the chat. Put this code, and then you will have something like something. You click apply, then it is going to be $0. You just put the code, you just and put apply. This will become $0. Put your full name, please. A lot of people are putting their short name, like just full name, the first name. If you put your first name, you will get in your certificate only your first name. So make sure you put your full name that you want on the certificate, like what we had for Anusha, right? Uh, Anusha Asim. So if whatever name you want to have, please put properly and put the email ID, proper email ID, because you will get your username and password. Just put one in the chat if you have got access to this. So AI Guild is completely different. AI Guild is a different platform. So that is, as I told you, I have shared you the roadmap website. Uh, just put a one in the chat. AI Guild is different. AI Guild is this one. And one more thing I promised to all of you is the challenge. This is the free challenge that we are doing in the community. This is the same challenge that I talked about yesterday as well, from AI curious to AI builder. So people who are already there in the AI guild, just register for this. It is free to join this challenge. So people who are already there in the AI guild community, I can see a lot of people on LinkedIn and YouTube. We will be sharing it with you can just join this and start doing the day zero. Day zero has already started, and we are going to start promoting this by tomorrow and maybe by after the New Year's more. But please join this. It's a free challenge for all of you. 7 days totally. It's for 2 weeks with 7 checkpoints. So it starts on a Saturday and ends on the next Sunday. So in this, you will not only learn, but you will at least make and develop a full-time application. And this is something that we are going to do. And Python is one of the things that you will be requiring. There's a reason why we are also giving you guys access to this. So guys, can you have access to it? Just confirm in the chat, I have access to this. You are able to log in. You are able to log in and you are able to sign in, and you are able to see the in enroll products. You are able to see your course here, and once you do mark as complete, so Fatih, you can just click challenge. You can just submit whatever you have from here, and then I will review it and I will accept it, and then you will be ready to get your certificate. So click get certificate. You will have something like this ready, and then you can download it and you can share it, and this is the first step that you will do towards learning about this technology. So cool, so everything is done. So people in LinkedIn are asking about the code. As I told you, I cannot share this on social media. We have hundreds of people watching us live and on all these platforms, and if I give the code publicly, it is going to break my system. So please I had promised everyone who is there in the Zoom, I will be giving them the code, and next time please join our thing and then do it. So Kirtana, Anusha, my only request is please complete this in 1 or 2 sittings. Don't push this, even though it is simple. You know the concepts, but take it as a revision. And I want the people to complete this, because the purpose of this course was, I want people not only to start, but also to complete and get the certificate. In the previous courses that we had, we saw that hundreds of people joined the course, but in 30 to 40% they completed and then they lost the momentum. This is what I don't want to do. That's the reason what we're planning to do is create more short courses and celebrate the short milestones that are there. So thank you everyone for joining. One commitment from all of you is, please finish it, share it with your friends, share the benefits of it. And this is the first roadblock that you are going to get into. So have a great Sunday, everyone. This is the last career talk of 2025. See you guys next year. And I hope you had value from this session. And congratulations again, Anusha, and everyone who have completed their certifications and celebrating some milestones. Happy New Year, everyone. And see you guys in the next video. And keep your questions coming on Slido. And Tuesday will be updating the recording for you to get the answers. See you and have a great Sunday.